I mean, when women start to say that they can't find a good man or a good guy, it's hard to find. I understand that for two reasons. The number one reason is most women who say that, they don't approach men. So yeah, then it would be hard to find one because you don't approach him. And secondly, an intelligent man, he's intelligent. You know, so he's not going to respect shit that's not intelligent. He's not going to be attracted to it. I know I wouldn't. You know, like it's just low grade.
Very low grade. I think a lot of our brothers need to identify these red flags. I mean, if somebody says this, they're not playing, man. Whenever you find somebody who is taking delight in chicanery or subterfuge or any type of malpractice, you need to red flag that. You need to move on.
Yeah, some men can. Some men have been conditioned by their moms. And
right, that women can do no wrong.
Yeah, they never will.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been conditioned this way ever since childhood into manhood. So for them, they'll always disagree, no matter how much sense it may make. You know, because they've been conditioned to say, hey, this is what it is, this is how it goes, this is life. So, and again, that's fine. If that's how they want to live their life, hey, do your thing. You know, but don't get mad at us because we see it different. Like
I mean, just how arrogant, how narcissistic that the world is yours and we're all just squirrels in it trying to get a nut.
Yeah,
what is your thought process when you think that it's okay to do this shit and guys just keep on trying to date you?
I mean, we all have a perspective, but beyond our perspective,
we know this shit is out here.
Right.
The way she thinks.
Right.
We've heard it before. We know it's out there.
Right. And yeah, beyond our perspectives, we should all try to seek out a better way. Truth, whatever you want to call it. We should all seek out a better way, and that should never stop. That should be ongoing. So, I don't know, for them to try to shame us because we have our perspective that doesn't necessarily coincide with theirs, that's the part to me that's just wow. It just doesn't make any sense.
Let me ask you something. Do you have any standards or things that are like just deal breakers in relationships?
Of course.
Right. I think every man should. Okay. So with this waste his time 2016, I mean, is it possible that she didn't meet his standards or his expectations and he had to withdraw?
It happens all the time. Happens all the time. I mean, usually women call that an argument or we just didn't get along. But translation, what that really means is that she didn't meet his standards.
Right.
You know, we talk to women often and they're quick to say, well, we grew apart or we didn't get along or he cheated or he did whatever. And I tell them, look, that's the result.
Yeah.
That's the result of some shit that took place before that. I'm like, something caused that, you know? And I'm like, men, we are who we are. You know, if a guy's in a committed situation, marriage, whatever you want to call it, that's what that man wants out of life. And at some point he realized that he couldn't achieve that with that particular woman. So he stepped out. And I'm like, all the time that, you know, the arguing, debating, whatever the hell you want to call it was going on, that was him trying to get her to where he needed her to be. And she rebelled.
Yeah.
So the conclusion of it all was he stepped out and found someone else. But if you let her tell it, he cheated. And
so what is that? Is that narcissism?
It's narcissism. It's arrogance.
I mean, how do you feel like you are automatically the one and like everybody who doesn't feel you has got a problem?
Well, again, a lot of these women have been conditioned that men are just sex hungry. You know, a lot of them have been conditioned that every man wants them. I mean, what else could it be when you have women who openly admit that they would never
approach a dude?
Yeah.
And be proud of
take
it.
initiative to get to know a guy.
Right.
They say this as if this is something profound, like it's a good thing. And I'm like, so basically, you're passing up the opportunity. You never know what could materialize from you just, you know, stepping out of your box. And
saying hi.
Just start a conversation with a guy. Like, you could be best friends. He could end up marrying one of your friends. You know, you just never know what could materialize from a situation. So for them to feel so proud to say, hey, I don't approach men, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you have to question, do you love yourself? Because if you do, you treat yourself.
Yeah.
And like I tell you, I don't care if it's something as simple as ice cream cone. If you want it, you go get it.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with companionship. You want it, you go get it. So, but I have known that this is really, really common amongst, you know, black women.
Yeah.
You know, they're the ones that really speak out and they're proud to say, I don't approach men, blah, 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 blah. And it's
Well,
like,
what's the difference? We know how black women do. What's the difference between other women, though?
they're more cordial. You know, they seem
High is
seem
what
to
I
be-
notice is that high is high.
Yeah, I mean, they just seem to be oblivious to just, I don't know, the fundamental bullshit, if I can call it that. You know,
Yeah.
they just seem to be like, hey, you know.
I mean, I heard a lot of black women say that when a dude says, "Hey, how you doing?" he trying to fuck. But when I say that to Asians or Caucasians or anybody else, they take it as, "Hey, how you doing?" a greeting.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my thing is, even so, what if the guy is trying to get with you? That's what, you know, men and women do. We mate. So, me personally, I would never sugarcoat that. You know, like, so what if my intentions are to get with you? I'm paying you a compliment. You know, so it's nothing wrong with that. But I think the bar has been so far removed that a lot of men now are trying to, you know, downplay like their true intentions because these women are so arrogant that they're offended by a guy trying to make their acquaintance. And that's how you know shit is all just fucked up. Because whenever this is offensive, like, okay, so what? I'm trying to get some ass. Okay, cool. I'm paying you a compliment because I've noticed you. You know, now who's to say that something else may materialize other than just, you know, what I'm initially trying to get at. But at the same time, the women should be trying to get at us the same way. It's all a physical attraction when you first meet. You don't know each other. I mean, that shit happens in its own time.
Right.
So, I don't know. To me, it doesn't require that much thought. It's just natural. It should be a roll of the dice. You just go with it. You know, however it happens, it happens.
That's how I am with my.
A lot of females say that, but they don't live it. You know what I mean?
They have a plan for you already.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Waste Your Time 2016. They have a plan for you already.
Yeah.
If you don't fit that plan, then you wasted their time.
Yeah.
And that's so much. That is narcissistic. That is disgusting to me. Like, who says that your plan is the best plan? You don't even fucking know that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? There could be some other shit you don't know about. There's a lot of females that don't know guys who believe lying guys or whatever and are down with their plan and they end up smashing and getting away and they're like, oh, he wasted my time. But the joke is on you, you know, because you chose wrong again.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even say women, some of them choose wrong. Some of them choose right. But
they can't hold the right.
But it's just the fact
with that bullshit.
It's just the fact that some of the women are just douchebags.
Yeah.
You know, like some of them choose right. They just, my thing is this, guys are logical. You know, like that logic always kicks in. And unlike women, dating for men, this shit is expensive as well as time consuming. So the men, we're lazy when it comes to dating and shit. We don't want to be out there spending a whole bunch of money and doing, you know, whatever the fuck. So if we got somebody that we're attracted to, she's cool, you know, and she adds to our current situation, guys are chill. Yeah. For the most part.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, if she's good company, guys are chill for the most part.
But they're asking for that on the first date.
I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't think there's a blueprint to how it has to happen. I just think you should be what you're asking for.
But there's some girl, like there's a girl right now, a black chick, that's like, yo, I'm waiting on you to take me on a date.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Because you can make it happen too. And I used to tell females, never make something that's personal somebody else's problem. You know, yeah. You can make it happen just like he could. Walk in the park, you know, meet at.
But that's beneath them.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right. Have fun being single.